Welcome to a Dirty Dane Thing. Today we're going to check out the vinyl flat. It's a device used to flatten vinyl records, or so they claim. So we're going to try it out and see if it works and if it's worth it. So this is the vinyl flat. It's basically just two metal plates. The top one is heavier than the bottom one, and altogether it weighs in about 12 pounds. So if you unscrew this wing nut, and then get the washer, and you can lift the top plate up, and you see these two felt discs that go underneath and on top of your record. So we're going to try to flatten this record here, which isn't horribly warped, but enough that near the edge it might kick the needle up a bit. And anyway, I want to give it a go. So first thing you're going to want to do is clean the record. I find just a microfiber cloth is usually good enough, unless there's a lot of grime on your records or something. But anyway, just give that a good wipe. Make sure there's no debris on the felt pads, although they seem to really like to attract hair and things like that. Anyway, put that on, grab your microfiber cloth, clean the other side, just make sure there's no pieces of dirt. Put the other felt pad on. Doesn't really matter if there's debris on the top side because that's not touching the record. Anyway, put on the top. Put the washer back on. And then the wing nut. So you hand tighten that. I'm not exactly sure how tight you're supposed to do it, but I just do it until it feels snug. Alright, so you're going to want to then turn your oven on and put it on a baking sheet so you don't ruin your vinyl flat on the gross racks. So shove that in there like it's a pie. So you're going to want to put it in when it hits around 130 Fahrenheit. In the instructions they say to do about 130 on average for an hour, and then keep on going by 15 minutes if it doesn't flatten. I've tried that a couple times, it doesn't seem to do anything, so I'm doing roughly an average of 135 to 140, and all you have to do really is turn on your oven a bit, use a digital thermometer, and turn it on and off. You can open your oven door if it gets too hot. As you can see here, it was reaching 150, and I don't really want that. So once it gets down to a reasonable level, I'll close it again. And I'm doing this particular record for an hour and a half. So every 10 or 15 minutes I have to keep coming back down, turning the oven on or off, as you can see here, through these clips. But once you get sort of a rhythm going, you kind of remember to do it, and you just do it. Try to get an average temperature of 135, 140. Alright, so the hour and a half is done. We're going to take the vinyl flat out of the oven. It's good to use oven mitts because even though 140 isn't that hot, it is metal, so it might sting a bit. And you just leave that there to cool down for about an hour. So once that's done and it's cool to the touch, you can unscrew the wing nut, take off the washer, and take off the top panel, and of course the felt piece. And now we can put it on the turntable and see if there's any difference. So here it is spinning in slow motion again. It's still warped, but maybe not as much. It's hard to tell really. And because of that, because I wanted a definitive answer, let's try to unwarp this bad boy. Look at that warp. Woo! Round and around it goes. Yeah. My cartridge and needle will not like that. And this is what it looks like after about an hour and 45 minutes of doing the same method that I showed earlier. And you can see it's way flatter. It's not perfect, but it's playable now. There's a little like white noise that happens whenever it goes over the hump, but other than that, it does work. You just have to go by trial and error and start low so you don't screw up your records right away. But if you start low and go up by intervals of 15 minutes and you don't get the record too hot at any given time, theoretically it does work. You just need lots of time and patience and money, because it is quite expensive. You can go to vinylflat.com to see the prices and things like that, but I also paid about $40 shipping and $40 for tax, because it comes from Richmond, Indiana in the United States, so there's tax when it comes into Canada. Anyway, if you have the money and you have a bunch of warped records like me, give it a shot, because there's really nothing else out there unless you use the glass method, and I'm too lazy to try to do that. So yeah, thanks for watching.